Before reading every word, you already see the story. Raw data enters, trusted data comes out. That is the promise of Medallion Architecture. Batch and streaming data land in bronze as raw delta tables. Silver cleans and conforms them. Gold serves BI and machine learning. And Delta Lake adds the trust signals underneath. Acid writes, schema evolution, time travel, and governance. That is why Medallion Architecture matters. The Medallion Blueprint. Now let's move from the why to the how. Medallion Architecture is not just a concept. It becomes a physical lakehouse design built with Delta Lake tables. Data sources like batch, streaming, and CDC enter the lakehouse and land first in bronze. Bronze is the raw delta table, fast ingestion, CDC history, and source fidelity. Then silver becomes the cleansed delta table. This is where engineers apply merge logic, deduplication, schema consistency, and quality rules. Finally, gold becomes the curated delta table. This layer is shaped for aggregates, BI dashboards, machine learning, and applications. The blueprint is simple. Do not build one giant messy table. Build a flow of responsibility. Bronze preserves, silver validates, gold serves, and Delta Lake makes the full design incremental, reliable, and ready for production. Bronze layer. This is where the lakehouse captures the original truth. Batch files, streaming events, CDC changes, logs, and source tables land here as raw delta tables. At this stage, the goal is not to make the data perfect. The goal is to preserve it. With Delta Lake, bronze gives you acid-safe writes, schema evolution, source metadata, and a historical archive you can trust. That means you can trace lineage, replay events, recover from failures, and reprocess data when business rules change. Bronze is the safety layer. It keeps the raw signal intact before silver starts cleaning and transforming it. Silver layer. Silver is where trust is engineered. Messy inputs from many sources are filtered, validated, merged, and conformed into a clean enterprise view. Delta Lake makes this layer reliable with updates, merge operations, schema handling, and consistent tables. Think of silver as the moment raw data becomes dependable data. Gold layer. Gold is where data becomes easy to consume. Instead of forcing dashboards and ML jobs to recalculate everything, gold delta tables hold curated aggregates, trusted metrics, and read-optimized structures. Fewer joins, faster SQL, cleaner features. This is where lakehouse engineering becomes business decisions. Production Medallion workflow. Production is the real test. The Medallion flow becomes an operating model. Ingest, transform, publish, and monitor. Delta Lake gives reliable transactions, schema evolution, time travel, and incremental ETL. Databricks workflows orchestrate the movement. Unity Catalog helps govern quality, lineage, access, and compliance. That is how bronze, silver, and gold become a production-grade data pipeline. Governance across every layer. Governance is what makes the architecture safe to scale. Bronze, silver, and gold serve different purposes, but they need common rules. Lineage shows where data came from. Permissions control access. Metadata explains meaning. Audit proves what happened. With Unity Catalog plus Delta Lake, teams can reuse trusted data, improve performance, process only what changed, and rebuild from raw when needed. And that is the real power of Medallion Architecture in Databricks. Not just cleaner data, controlled data, trusted data, data ready to scale.